Hello and welcome back. Take a quick look at our character sheet. Not that things change quite so often in this game. We don't really do quite the same training that we did in the others. But just popped in here quickly after giving Punny Bones the good humor bar to do some climbing with the rest of the day, and quickly wanted to look at these two pictures because I don't think I looked at them
Painting
before.
shows a proud-looking adventurer standing on an obviously defeated dragon. It might have had more impact if the dragon wasn't just as obviously winking. The plaque says, "Wish you were here in Silmeria, Dunstan."
Samaria, another reference to Quest for Glory 5.
The portrait of an adventurer long gone hangs on the wall here. A small plaque at the base reads, "Piotyr, Paladin."
Fellow Paladin. And of course,
It's a rare example of the deadly Mordavian moose, distinguishable by its long, fang-like canines. Someone has strung garlic around its neck, probably in hopes that it will stay on the wall.
just a long-running gag of moose appearing in the Adventurers Guilds. Let's check quickly. I don't know if there's anything new Igor has to say.
Crypt belonged to Borgoth family. Used to be boyars and lived in castle. Now only Borgoth.
Yeah, this is all stuff we already heard. And I think I already stopped by Craniums today, but I honestly can't remember day-to-day where we're at. So let's just make sure we're not due for another poison cure.
Aha! Eureka! I have it! Just practicing for my next incredible discovery, you understand.
Of course, of course.
You tell Dr. Cranium that you...
Ha ha ha!
Yeah, it does
Humor-
this to the Academy of Science. I think we
You're-
totally already... Yeah, we did. Okay. Alright, farewell, Dr. Cranium.
You say...
Be careful! Should you ever...
Okay, so... what we actually want to do at the beginning of the... or the end of the day, beginning of the video, is...
The door is locked.
Alright.
You
Guess it's
hear
late
move.
enough.
After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts.
Congratulations.
So, Dimitri says the gypsy didn't really kill Igor after all. Then there's that one about the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, there's some conversations we need to
Wait,
have
you
here
didn't
at the
hear?
beginning of this
Oh,
video.
that foolish gravedigger fell into a grave, and he was trapped by his own gravestone. He's dumber than a styrofoam cup.
Right. It's just lucky for Igor the stranger happened to wander by before he starved to death.
You are all fortunate that the stranger rescued Igor. You would have burned an innocent man.
Well, I still think the gypsy's a werewolf.
Okay. Let's take a seat, and we have a new character that we can actually
You have
talk
some
to.
garlic pheasant for supper.
It was very kind of you to aid Igor. It has been a long time since we have had someone as heroic as you in Moldavia, yeah? Forgive us if we have seemed so unkind to you. It is just that we have lived so long in fear.
It's just awful.
Say, did you hear that the gravedigger returned to town unharmed?
Did you know that the gypsy has been released?
We did?
Were you aware of the fact that rumor has it that you saved both Igor and the gypsy?
Sure, let's talk about it.
So you found Igor in the grave? Whew! Lucky for old Ig you came along.
Eek.
Otherwise, poor little Iggy would be dead.
Well, at least he had a decent burial.
Alright, let's chat with the Innkeeper's wife.
I was very worried about the gypsy. It was just like those three old yentas to accuse the wrong man. Oy, I'm so glad the gypsy is free. I don't know if gypsies are werewolves, and I don't really care. As long as they don't harm anyone, they have as much right to live in Moldavia as we do.
Bella!
Don't you believe that, Yuri?
Maybe.
when you see your gypsy friends again, you may tell him that Yuri and Bella will welcome him in town.
Now, I never said that.
Oh, but you meant it, didn't you? You are a man of your word, after all.
For someone who has been so quiet so far, she certainly has a strong personality.
Oh, that is right. We hadn't been properly introduced. Yuri, will you introduce us?
This is silly. You've met before.
Still, it would be nice to be properly introduced. Please, Yuri?
This is Bella Markarov, my wife and keeper of the kitchen.
You introduce yourself in return.
I am very honored to meet you.
It is a pleasure.
My husband Yuri doesn't like for me to talk to strangers. He thinks they may be dangerous. But clearly, you are not dangerous. You are a hero. We need a hero here.
Bella?
Oh, Yuri, I'm just saying how welcome he is in Mordavia.
And let's hear about Igor.
I always leave a supper out for him behind the inn. He looks strange and a little frightening, but I think he is really a good person. He's always so polite to me. I'm not sure what he means by graveyard humor, though. At least he seems to enjoy himself.
Certainly seem like Bella is a bit of a sweetheart.
The gypsy has returned to his people, I guess. It is a good thing for him that you were in town.
And Igor?
Now that Igor is back here with us, perhaps someday I will welcome him into the inn. He was always so strange, and no one had anything to do with him. I never imagined I would miss him before.
I don't even know what to say to that.
It is a great relief to me that the gypsy has been released. I had not been looking forward to watching him burn at the stake. No man should die so hard.
Fair enough. Let's have a chat with the gentleman.
Well, Gypsy returned to his people, I suppose.
Yeah, that gypsy camp is somewhere to the east of town, by the shopping mall.
Shut.
I still think the punk was a werewolf.
Did you ever see him turn into a wolf?
Well, no.
Did he have hairy hands and pointy ears like Leonard Nimoy?
Well, no.
You see, it's all your fault, blathering on about those stupid, foolish folk tales, while we could have harmed an innocent man.
Yeah, I knew all along. There's no such thing as werewolves.
Clearly.
Well, Gravedigger returned to town safely, and he can get back to his job overcharging us for those fakakta gravestones.
Yeah, he's even got full medical and dental.
After all, the gravedigger was at work all the time, so to speak.
And anything about the townspeople?
Well, things ought to settle back to abnormal now. What with our little buddy Igor returning and all.
We can go back to being open and friendly.
And as always, suspicious of strangers.
Very good. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Ella just doing some weightlifting, smoking a pipe. I just want to stay here and see what happens. But we won't. Alright, so we're going to go into our room for a second and then pop back out because the game has multiple events for us today. So first we have the end of the Gypsy campaign and then Punny Bones.
So you're back. No, it's your friend. Take a seat. No, take two. They're small. I got a joke just for you, so don't look so sheepish.
I feel like that joke really doesn't work when it's said aloud, but let's just chat with Punny Bones before we sit.
It's good to have my wit about me again. Nothing worse than someone who can't take a joke or one that tries to tell one and can't. Before you helped me, when I told a joke, people always clapped their hands. Unfortunately, it was always over their ears.
Not sure
Now,
why
whenever I
John
tell a
Davies
joke, I
is
get
doing
carried
this.
away. So I'm leaving before they ride me out of town on a nail. A short joke there.
Weird.
Did you hear the one about the dwarf who is so dumb, he always stops to think and
Why
then
is it always
forgets to
dwarf
start
jokes?
again? Everything that's said to him goes in one ear and out the other. There's nothing there to block traffic. I can tell dwarf jokes all day, mainly because there are none around to stop me.
Fair enough.
In another minute, I'm gonna say my bye-bye and fly. I'm going south for the winter, down where the nights are balmy, and so am I. Heading for Silmaria, land of winter waterland, where there's no snow nor cold wind to blow. Up here, the winter is so cold, even the wind howls about it.
Alright, let's sit and listen to Punny's show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all you others. I'd like to say how glad I am to be here. I'd like to say it. Seriously, folks, staying at the Hotel Mordavia has been like staying at a resort. A last resort. My room is so small, the mice are hunchbacked. I couldn't even complain about the room service. There wasn't any to complain about. And the innkeeper's wife really went out of her way to make me feel at home. She ignored me completely. I wasn't feeling well, so I went out to visit the local doctor. You know, Dr. Cranium. He's the guy with the 3 pairs of glasses. One for nearsightedness, one for farsightedness, and one to look for the other 2. I said to the doctor, my heart keeps making a strange noise. It keeps going tick, tick, tick. Aha, said Dr. Cranium. We have ways of making you talk. Next, I went to visit the local store. If you don't know what's up, then you haven't seen their prices lately. And the shopkeeper, what a gossip. She suffers from acute indiscretion. I dislike repeating gossip, but what else can you do with it? And boy, oh boy, the monsters in this place. If I ever come face to face with a revenant, I know what steps I'd take. Long ones. What would I do if ever I saw a necrotor? Hope it didn't see me. Actually, folks, I'm up here for a good reason. A jester's ambition is to be healthy, wealthy, and wisecracking. If it weren't for my friend the hero over there, I couldn't make a hyena laugh. So, when you've lost your wit, broken your funny bone, and none of your puns are fun, it helps to have a hero handy. You know, that reminds me very little of the story about the gravedigger who was so bored he buried himself in his work. You know, I could tell you some more jokes, but you'd only laugh at them. So long and be good. If you can't be good, then be careful.
The gnome takes a deep bow and gets down off the stage. That's funny, you always thought he got down off a duck. Ah, the townspeople explode into spontaneous applause.
Keep smiling. It makes people wonder what you've been up to. So, was that funny, or are you just keeping your mouth shut?
Let's see. Anything else to chat to you about? Oop. Yeah, sure. Tell me what you think about the
Now
plot.
that was an evening of, thank goodness, rare entertainment.
It was okay. I laughed till I stopped.
I'm telling you guys, it was boffo. I even got some of the jokes.
Alright. This is who I actually meant to click on. And yeah, nothing changes afterwards, so we'll just say farewell.
Your voice is lost in the noise of the crowd, and the gnome doesn't seem to have heard you.
Alright. Let's head up to bed.
You unlock the door to your room.
Well, it's so long, it's been nice to know you. I like you. I have no taste, but I like you. If you ever make it to Silmaria, look me up. I never forget a friend, especially if he owes me money. But seeing as how it's me that owes you one, I'd better get while the going's good. See ya. Don't take any wooden kopecks. So, everyone, I'll leave you with this story. A man runs up to his doctor and says, "Doc, you gotta help me. I keep thinking I'm a goat." The doctor asked, "How long have you had this delusion?" The guy replied, "Ever since I was a kid." Bada-boom. That just goes to show you I'm one bad dude. It's been sheer pleasure here, but I'm gonna take it on the lam and just bleed it. Be seeing you.
Just terrible. Okay. I'm gonna head down one more time. Punny is gone, and I'm gonna try to depart.
You've never seen so many locks and...
It is very dangerous in Mordavia at night. We always keep things locked up when it gets dark. I will let you out for now. If you wish to return later this evening, just knock on the door. If you do not make it back by the closing of the inn, may you rest in peace.
Heck of a warning. Oh, it's not quite as late as I thought it was. Alright. Let's just sleep for an hour.
After some...
Good. And one more conversation we need to have tonight.
A shiver of cold comes over you. You sense no danger, but even so, you find yourself afraid.
There is one for whom I weep. She lies in her watery grave, her heart broken by a lover untrue. Speak with the gypsies on how to free her spirit. Free the Rusalka and heal her sorrow.
Alright, well, seems like we have a task for tomorrow. Let's see if it's late enough that I can just climb up. Nice. Oh, actually, you know what? I want to stay out here tonight and see if we can't gather yet another dream. I don't know how many of these there are, but I'm going to try to get through all
You
of them.
float gently in this ocean of harmony.
If there
You
is
remember the happiness of being here before this. Now there is greater joy. You are not alone. You are filled with the warmth of friendship. You share your hopes, your dreams, all the best moments of your life, knowing that here is someone who understands and cares about you. You reach out to touch your friend, but there is no one there. You are all alone.
Interesting.
You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
Alright, let's pop in.
One thing you can say about Mordavia is that it is never dull.
Hello.
Good to
I don't think you have anything new to offer. Yeah, this is all kind of old
The
stuff.
town is quiet now, and the room...
Got the rumors about us.
I have not spoken of it before, because I know they worshipped it in the...
Yeah.
They said, then one day they were all gone. That...
Alrighty. I did pop in off screen and grab some more rations earlier, by the way. Let's grab some breakfast. And...
You eat your plain but nourishing breakfast.
It has been my custom to sometimes go over to the center of the town and sit by the staff, and I fell asleep there the other afternoon, and I had the most wonderful dream. I dreamed my daughter was playing in the flowers, the daffodils, actually. I held her in my arms, and she said that you brought her there. She said you should visit the staff when night falls. And then the dream faded, and I awoke.
Oh, it was so good to hold my child again, even if it was only in a dream.
Still, you could try to visit the staff some night. The dream could have been important.
Wow, that seemed leading.
I often have dreams I can see Tanya again.
Oh, I know she must be alive somewhere. I can feel it.
I doubt that that's
Bella,
quite true.
enough! I am sorry, but Bella cannot accept that our child is dead.
It is you who are wrong, Yuri. You have given up hope.
We will speak of this later, Bella. Why don't you go see what's burning in the kitchen?
Tanya was my beautiful daughter. She was lured away from here one night 2 years ago, and no one has seen her since.
2 years.
She's gone forever, Bella.
No, I will never believe that. I know someday she will return, and my dreams will come true. My mother used to go to the garden or the staff whenever she was unhappy. She said that the staff always made her feel safe and warm. I have always felt such feelings there as well, I might add. My grandmother used to say that the staff was from the mage Irana, that it was Irana's final gift to Mordavia when she died. I only know that you should visit there at night sometime. Perhaps you will have a pleasant dream there.
That was their definition, I suppose. And sorry about wait. Yeah.
I'm fine, thank you very much. I just wanted to tell you about my dream because I was certain you would know of such things. You know, dreams have important meanings, right?
Bella, he does not need to listen to such nonsense.
It is for him to decide if it is nonsense or not, Yuri.
Oh, that voice. I just want to make sure I didn't.
I only know my grandmother used to tell stories about Irana. How she was part fairy folk and unearthly beautiful, and she brought kindness and magic wherever she went.
Wives' tales.
I don't know. We've seen a lot of
They were true.
safety from Iran
Somewhere
in the
in the
past.
forest lies Irana's garden. My grandmother used to visit there sometimes before the woods got too dangerous to travel in. My grandmother told me how very beautiful the garden was and how it filled her with happiness. Oy, how I wish I could visit there sometime.
No, Bella. It is too dangerous outside the town walls.
I know, Yuri. Still, someday I will go there. You'll see.
Okay. That's enough. Let's head out. And I suppose we'll pop over to Craniums to refill our stuff. Make sure there's nothing interesting to talk about. Or any more disgusting things for him to tell us.
It is good to see you again, my young friend. Have you ever...
Yeah, you said that before. And Samaria, very good. Alright, looks like nothing new.
You really...
Let's just... Oops.
Yep. Here you are.
There we go. Luckily, we can always pop over.
I have been thinking a bit about that castle on the mountain lately. Such a castle might make a wonderful environment for scientific research. Perhaps someday one of my descendants will work in a castle like that.
I wonder if that's a subtle reference to another game produced by Sierra. Who knows? So, what we're going to do... Actually, quickly, I just want to grab a little piece of corn. I always like to have them just in case we need
You have
food.
enough?
Oh, never mind. I already have some. I'm just going to pop over this way and see if we have any information that gypsies can offer us about the Rusalka. I don't remember what this last puzzle is and whether or not we have an answer to it. Let's find out.
Oops! Hi there!
Hello.
5 from 15 leaves you 10. Find the heart scroll in its den. Its hidden hoard revealed at night. What's this undead? You must fight.
Okay, so Not sure why we would care about the heart scroll, but apparently we can only find it, oops, in a hidden den at night. Too far over. What do we got? A bunny? Dangerous foe. I hope we can manage. Scrape by the skin of our teeth. Alright. I think, yeah, I'm just going to end this here, and we will next time deal with the Rusalka, and then I think it might finally be time for us to head up to the castle, but we shall see. Well, I will see you next time. Bye.